But I know for sure, that Rock Nation was seeding negative stories about Colin Kaepernick during the time that he was really in traction with Jay-Z. For sure. This is after the Rock Nation NFL deal has been announced.
Also, what he did to Colin was absolutely wrong.
Selfish.
Jay-Z's performance at Yankee Stadium has become one of his most talked about appearances in years, with many people believing it revealed how much pressure he is feeling. During a freestyle, he responded to critics on social media, who have accused him of being a sellout. He also suggested that people should direct their anger toward Colin Kaepernick instead. However, Colin's longtime partner, Nessa strongly disagreed with his comments and quickly spoke out against them. Many viewers felt Jay-Z misjudged how the public would react. While this approach might have worked in the past, many people believe the mood has changed. Instead of winning support, his remarks sparked even more criticism, with Nessa leading the response and keeping the controversy in the spotlight.
Nah, Jay-Z, that freestyle wasn't it, bro. That wasn't the one, bro. Stop, just stop it. Now the Roots Picnic freestyle was that was better than this one. But this one, I'm starting to see what you're doing. You starting to notice that, because you brought up Twitter activists. You starting to notice that people ain't receiving you like they once received you, and you can't pay radio programs and certain shit to manipulate the masses.
Jay-Z has recently been back in the spotlight as fans celebrate the 30th anniversary of his classic debut album, Reasonable Doubt. After spending years staying mostly quiet and avoiding public responses to criticism, he returned to the stage as the headliner at the Roots Picnic. Many people were excited to see him perform again, expecting a celebration of his music and career. However, the performance quickly became a major topic of discussion for reasons beyond the songs themselves. Before the event, Jay-Z had made it clear that he was not interested in taking part in rap feuds or trading insults with other artists. He suggested that he had moved past that stage of his career. But once he stepped on stage, many fans felt his actions told a different story. During his performance, he delivered several lines that appeared to target people who have criticized him over the years. Among those mentioned were Drake and Nicki Minaj. Jay-Z included lyrics that many listeners interpreted as direct shots at both artists. His comments about Nicki Minaj especially caught attention because they seemed unusually personal. The crowd immediately began discussing whether the lyrics were meant to restart old tensions, or simply remind everyone that he had not forgotten past disagreements. Jay-Z also shifted his focus away from the music industry and addressed people involved in legal matters surrounding him. He took aim at attorney Tony Busby, who previously represented a woman identified only as Jane Doe in a federal lawsuit that accused both Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault dating back to the year 2000. Jay-Z has strongly denied those allegations from the beginning and has publicly defended his innocence. During his performance, he suggested that the lawsuit and the people behind it had caused him deep frustration. His lyrics made it clear that he still feels angry about the accusations, even after publicly saying he had cleared his name. Many people noticed that Jay-Z sounded far more emotional than they expected. Since he had rarely spoken publicly about the lawsuit after it was filed, hearing him bring it up again made some fans believe that the situation continues to affect him on a personal level. Instead of leaving the issue behind, he appeared determined to respond through his music. By the end of the Roots Picnic performance, many viewers were left wondering what message Jay-Z was trying to send. Some believed he was simply defending himself against years of criticism, while others felt he was reopening old conflicts that did not need to be revisited. The performance sparked debates across social media, with fans sharing different opinions about his approach. Not long afterward, Jay-Z performed again at Yankee Stadium as part of the celebration for the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. During that show, he made his intentions even clearer by delivering a freestyle that directly responded to some of the criticism he has faced in recent years. One of the biggest topics he addressed was the claim that he had put personal business success ahead of the interests of the Black community. Those accusations have followed him for years, and his freestyle seemed to be his attempt to answer those claims publicly. Instead of ignoring the conversation, Jay-Z chose to confront it head-on, ensuring that his performance became about much more than just celebrating a legendary album.
I'm a target. You ain't, don't miss that target. No exclusive, they only doing what Apple and Walmart did. You shopping at Amazon or you boycott? You posting on Instagram? That's Meta, boy, stop it. Y'all know Google owns YouTube. You picking and choosing and politicking as usual.
Jay-Z said he does not pay attention to criticism from activists on Twitter because he believes he cannot be controlled by public opinion. He also criticized the Black community for what he sees as inconsistent political views and consumer choices. According to Jay-Z, some people attacked him over his past business partnership with Target, while many of those same critics continue to shop on Amazon and use platforms like Facebook and Instagram without raising the same concerns. He suggested that people should apply the same standards to everyone instead of choosing who to criticize. However, many listeners felt his argument became much more controversial when he compared himself to former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Jay-Z claimed that Kaepernick accepted a large settlement from the NFL that included a non-disparagement agreement, adding that he understood why someone would take such a significant amount of money. He then argued that, unlike Kaepernick, he has never sold out his principles. Jay-Z also said he has invested hundreds of millions of dollars back into Black communities and suggested that his record of giving back speaks for itself. His comments quickly sparked debate, with many people questioning whether the comparison between the two men was fair or appropriate.
The check, I ain't even mad at it. But along with that check, gotta sign a non-disparagement. I'm the one they can't control. Y'all better be glad as hell. Yeah. I'm the one they can't control. You better be glad as him. $500 million back in the community. That's just good math for him.
Many people felt that Jay-Z's freestyle came across as unusual because no one had really been asking him to respond to these issues in such a public way. Instead of changing opinions, the performance gave some viewers the impression that he closely follows everything people say about him online. To those critics, it seemed like he was reacting directly to social media conversations rather than ignoring them. They argued that his decision to address these topics showed that the criticism had affected him more than he wanted to admit. One of the biggest points of controversy was his decision to mention Colin Kaepernick again. Critics pointed out that Kaepernick's longtime partner, Nessa, has previously spoken against Jay-Z over his relationship with the NFL. According to them, Jay-Z originally appeared to support Kaepernick's protest against police brutality and racial injustice. However, after entering a business partnership with the NFL, many people believed he changed his position. His earlier statement that society had moved past kneeling became one of the most debated moments of that period and led to accusations that he had placed business interests ahead of activism. Because of that history, some people felt Jay-Z's latest comments reopened an old debate that had never really disappeared. They argued that bringing up Kaepernick years later looked like an attempt to defend his own reputation rather than address the larger issues. According to these critics, Nessa has remained consistent in defending Kaepernick's legacy and would not support any effort to change the public's understanding of what happened between him and the NFL. Another claim that sparked debate involved Jay-Z's comments about Kaepernick's legal settlement with the NFL. Jay-Z suggested that Kaepernick accepted a large payment along with an agreement preventing him from criticizing the league. However, critics strongly disputed that version of events. They pointed out that Kaepernick filed a grievance against the NFL after claiming team owners worked together to keep him out of the league because of his protests during the national anthem. Rather than allowing the case to continue through a lengthy legal process, the NFL reached a confidential settlement with Kaepernick. Critics argue that a settlement is not the same as paying someone to stay silent and note that there has been no public evidence showing Kaepernick signed a non-disparagement agreement. They also point out that Kaepernick has continued speaking publicly about the NFL and has criticized teams for not giving him another opportunity to play, something they believe would be unlikely if such restrictions existed. Supporters of Kaepernick also highlight that he has remained involved in community work over the years. They point to various charitable efforts and social justice initiatives as evidence that he continues to support causes he believes in. They argue that his activism did not end after the settlement, and that he has continued using his platform to bring attention to issues affecting different communities. The criticism aimed at Jay-Z goes beyond his comments about Kaepernick. Some people believe he has repeatedly presented himself as someone who represents the interests of the Black community, while also making business decisions they feel conflict with that image. They argue that his partnership with the NFL, including helping oversee the Super Bowl halftime show, benefited his career while leaving many unanswered questions about his earlier support for Kaepernick. Others also bring up past business decisions, including his partnership with Target and his connection to the development of Brooklyn's Barclays Center. Some critics have argued that the Arena project contributed to the displacement of local residents and believe Jay-Z should have spoken out more about those concerns. They also claim that his Target partnership ignored previous criticism directed at the company, leading some people to question whether financial opportunities have sometimes taken priority over social issues. Because of these events, some observers believe Jay-Z's public image has changed over time. They argue that he was once viewed almost universally as a symbol of success and Black excellence, but that more people are now questioning some of his past choices. Social media has also made it easier for critics to revisit old controversies and compare his public statements with his business partnerships. The conversation became even louder after Jay-Z publicly responded to allegations that linked his name to legal issues involving Sean Diddy Combs. He denied those accusations and later spoke about the emotional impact they had on him. Even so, some critics remained unconvinced, arguing that his past decisions have made people more willing to question his actions than they might have years ago. Whether those criticisms are fair remains a matter of opinion. Supporters argue that Jay-Z has donated significant amounts of money, created opportunities for others, and built businesses that have inspired many people. Critics, however, believe those accomplishments do not erase concerns about certain business relationships and public statements. As a result, debate surrounding Jay-Z continues. Some believe he can still reshape public opinion through his future actions, while others think rebuilding trust will take much more than responding to criticism in a freestyle. Either way, his recent performances have made it clear that conversations about his legacy are far from over, and fans remain divided over how history will ultimately judge both his career and his influence.